Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M53, M55, the Tier 9 American SPG. This one's located on the North Spawn on Prokhorovka Encounter, and it's under the command of Angelina75 of OLIMP. And yes, it's her first submission for the Weekend Lion competition. Yes, the great competition keeps carrying on. You're all enjoying it. Game on. Well, as you know, Angelina75 has a partner, Aslains1958, and they both play on Arty in the on World of Tanks, and of course they compete against each other to get the best results. Now the competition is to get the highest mastery of the week, and if they both get the same mastery, it's to get a medal, and if they both get a medal, then it's down to the win 8 of the highest win 8 you can achieve during the week. And the weekends on the Saturday night, I think Saturday night because Sunday morning is the Weekend Lion, and whoever gets the best result gets to stay in bed whilst the other partner has to get up and look after Remy, their little boy, as he runs around the house and plays and switches lights on and just creates pandemonium. Okay, well, the enemy's been spotted, but he's actually over next to the railway line, a BZ-176. Okay, lining up the shot, the head. Good, good, good. He got tracked. Good, rounds out. We'll have him. 267 hit points of damage, and Angelina's already repositioning to avoid counter battery, because on the NA server, there are a lot of people who enjoy counter battery. Now, the M53, M55, they started work on the prototype in 1952, and it was in service between 1952 to 1960. But apparently there were some of these in Vietnam as well. Now, it's basically a pattern tank, the M47, but it's been re-engineered to carry a howitzer in a turret at the back of the vehicle. Well, I say back of the vehicle, but in actual fact, it's the front of a pattern tank, because they turn it the other way around. You can see there the engine is now at the front of the vehicle. Well, actually, that is the rear of a pattern. And the turret at the back, well, that's actually a bit lower down, but it's a big, heavy howitzer. You've either got the 155mm gun, that would be an M53, or you've got the 8-inch howitzer, which is, of course, the M55. Now, the good thing about the M55, capable of 900 alpha, 52mm pen, and a 10.5 meter burst radius with a stun duration of between 12.5 seconds and 28 seconds. So quite a lot of stun if you get it right on. Now, the Gorilla 15 and the Waffle that was seen down there are primary targets, because if you can hit those, then you can get a lot of damage, mainly down to that. In fact, there wasn't a Waffle. Sorry, I'm wrong there. It wasn't a Waffle, it was just the Gorilla. But they're primary targets because, of course, the thing is they've got very little armor. And if you can land an HE round right next door to them, they will suffer. Okay, our guys are moving up on the cap area, and as this is an encounter battle, it's about trying to get hold of the cap area and keep hold of it. The enemy does have the advantage of the hill, but of course our guys are trying to stop them. Lands directly behind the T-22 medium. A lot of people have been having a go at the T22 medium just recently. I don't know if you realise there are a couple of replays with the T22 medium on our channel, and it was played very effectively by the person who actually had it. I think it may have been Oppenheimer who actually had it, and yes, it's actually quite a decent tank. Now, Angelina's been having a lot of trouble with her games recently, not getting great results, but that was a good shot. 334 on the T44. Very well executed. The way she moves sideways on the on her position to ensure that she can't be counter-batteried. So long as you move just far enough, you are actually virtually immune from the enemy working out exactly where you are if they can't see you. Somebody's gone into the cap area. We can see some destruction going on, so obviously the destruction gives you a clue as to where the enemy vehicles are, and yes, they are actually slightly over to one side. One of our guys has gone into the cap area to block, so let's see what happens after that. There's that T44, and he's a one-shot now. Splash kill. Rounds out. He's gone. That's her first kill of the game. Changing position again. Nicely done. It's as simple as that. You don't have to... You can stay and watch what happens to the shell. And after you've watched what happens to the shell, you just move to the new position. Now we're looking at T95, who's just sitting inside the cap area. Okay, thankfully somebody has spotted him, and now we can put a few rounds in to soften him up for our teammates. Rounds out. Well, it landed right next door to him, but we know we would have got some hit points off that. He was definitely within the blast radius. And there's now two in the cap, but our guy is also still in the cap, and I think he's just moving in and out. Of course, the thing is, the T95 would have been reset by Angelina's shot. Now, the question is, where is the other enemy vehicle? Because we want to reset him too. Okay, lined up, rounds out, and again, another reset, but I think he pulled out of the cap at that point. Lots of achievement awards on the cab, as well as 2 marks on the barrel. Angelina's played the M53, M55 quite a lot. In fact, she's getting very good at it. And there goes the T95. So now we're looking for the other one. Now, got to guess that he's somewhere behind some of these buildings. And seeing as there's a knockdown building there, I think that's a good place to start. Because normally, a player who's actually moving about inside the village, inside the cap, does cause a little bit of destruction as they're doing it. Okay, Heshbarn spotted. Very good target, because of course, very thin armor on that turret. Rounds out. Lands directly behind him. And he is stunned, and we're getting stun assist, so it is working. And there goes the kill on the Heshbarn. But because he was unspotted at the time, we don't know how much in the way of stun assist we managed to get, if we got any at all. He might have used his first aid kit to correct the stun, get rid of it. Looking on the railway side again. We're looking for the enemy Arty. There are two. One's an M53, M55. The other one's an M40, M43. No sign of Tracer coming out in that area. Okay, the Progetto's just unloaded. So let's slow his reload down a little bit more with a bit of stun. That looks about right. Rounds out and... Yep, that would have affected him. 257 from the hit, 257 from the stun assist afterwards. Okay, we are still occupying a cap, but we don't know where the enemy is. But I think we're about to find out, because... Let's have a look. There's the Progetto again. Only seconds away from firing. I normally like to try and get dialed in, ready to fire the moment the shell goes out, and... Okay, he moved. He moved a lot after that shell to try and get away from the shells raining in on him. Okay, looking over on the other side of the battlefield, we found one enemy tank, but he dies very quickly. That was the T-22 medium. We've also got this Progetto, but he dies. There's only one enemy left. Only one. And there he is. It's the Jagdtiger. So it looks like finally Angelina's going to get a winning game. Oh, big hit. 320 hit points. He goes down and she picks the rest of the stun assist. That was a good game. Here's the end of battle results, and that was a first-class tanker for Angelina75 in the M53 M55. She managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this one. She got 6, and she got a win 8 of 2,204, which is very good indeed. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, we can see that she didn't get the highest damage in the game because that went to the TVP T5051 on her team. 4,499 hit points of damage. He picked up a Pascucci's and a Confederate. When it came to the second highest damage, that went to the Heshbon on the enemy team. 3,243 hit points. And the third highest damage was the Jagdtiger, who managed 2,546. Angelina got 2,068, so at least over 2,000 in damage. And in fact, she was beaten by 3 members of the enemy team and 3 members of her own team, puts her in 7th place on damage. When it came to kills, though, it was the TVP again who got 4 kills. He got the top. 2 kills went to the Tortoise, the Heshbon, the SMV CC67, and the Borsig on her own team. Angelina only got the 1 kill out of that one, but it was the T44, the one who she had hit more than once. And when it came to base XP, yep, she's got 2nd place because the highest scorer was the TVP. He's got the top in all 3 columns in that game, whilst Angelina managed to pick up 2nd place with 929, and 3rd place goes to the Kunstpanzer with 857. Angelina fired 12 rounds, which is a decent amount of ammunition expended, but it means that she's got a better chance of picking up a medal. Unfortunately, on this occasion, she just missed out. 2 direct hits on the enemy, none of them penetrated, but she did get 12 splash, 2,068 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. She damaged 5 of the enemy, killed 1, so she needed another 2 hits without killing the target to actually get the Confederate medal. 1,846 hit points of stun assist off 11 stuns, and that's how she managed to get the 1st class. On a free-to-play account, she made 45,833 credits from the game, and she also took away 1,858 experience points as well. She did get a 40,000 mission completion in there as well, but I think it's nice that Angelina finally managed to get a decent battle where she got some good results. It's a pity she did miss out on the medal. In fact, I think that the TVP, did he get the Confederate? Yes, he did pick up the Confederate, and he got 10 and 4. So if Angelina had got 2 more hits, 2 more shots on the enemy, then she would have got the Confederate too, because he would have matched the exact same amount, or at least they would have had the same. So yes, Angelina was very close to getting a medal out of that one. But the good news is that was the first game that she played on the evening, and she did manage to get the highest score, which means now Angelina is in the lead. And after Talon actually enjoyed last weekend's Lion on Sunday, means Angelina has a chance of getting next weekend's. Admittedly, Talon did actually get the weekend's Lion last time off an ace tanker, and that means you win outright straight away if you get the ace tanker. So he was lucky to actually get a good shot in, but Angelina was having a dreadful week and she just couldn't make or match the scores that Talon was putting out. But she stands a very good chance of getting it now, because Talon has to try and beat that 1st class, or at least get a 1st class, a bruiser and a medal of some kind to actually get more than Angelina. If he does get an ace tanker, then obviously he'll win straight away. But if he cannot get an ace tanker, he has to get a 1st class bruiser and a medal. And that's so the challenge is now on for him to beat Angelina's score. And it's very difficult for Talon as well to get onto the computer and get a good game. So it's going to be a difficult game, difficult week, but we'll see if Talon can actually beat her. I do have another replay, but I'll put that in another email and put this one up quickly so you can get something to watch. So do stick around on our channel, and another replay will be up shortly. If you enjoyed this one, please give it a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.